non-binary filmmaker, there's no question that this is a Black film. It's Black cinema. Like, me being Black, regardless of what the subject of my film is Black film. And I think it's really interesting that queer cinema, it's a little trickier. It's like, I think this is queer cinema. Libby and I are gay as hell. But it's like absent of a love plot. It's like we don't qualify, and I think queer cinema is also just like, hey, we're queers, we're out here.
We're like queering, like there's a divestment, I think, from like a normative way of like understanding like the traditional structures that like are upholding like what we deem as like a regular way to behave, and like we bring, I think, also like as like investigators like a certain like more like femme politic to even like encounter people's space, and like sometimes even overdoing it with like apologizing a lot for like knocking on doors in a kind of way where like it's very common in investigative documentaries. You just have someone like waving a camera in your face and like being very like there's like a sense of like it is my right because I'm holding a camera, and there's like a history of like these like dude bro like true crime so I think there's a way in which like the fact of our queerness kind of embeds everything that we're doing, and also the lessons, I think, like that we learn from like queer and trans people with history about like representation and how it can be trapped and visibility. The entire
It's about being raised, and having visibility and having voice.
Yeah, and so I think it was very natural.
And just another thing, like, I think coming back to your question too, we had a really interesting experience, Olivia and I. We went to film at a certain queer archive, and the question came up of like, why would we let you film here? Your movie isn't queer. Like, and then we were like, but no, we are. And then they're like, but your subject isn't queer. And we're like, you got us there maybe, I don't know, I haven't talked to her about that yet. So I think in general, I'm excited for this to be in conversation with other queer films. Olivia acknowledged that we spent a lot of time studying the hero's journey and then the heroine's journey, which I really love. But I also found it to be incredibly clunky and it's gendered language. And so it's like, I had to like translate like the divine's feminine and like, okay, that means intuition. And so if anybody here also would like to work on like a gender non-conforming journey, which is basically us figuring out the principles of that without all of this gendered language, I love that. So yeah, thank you.
I think you've done it with Seeking and Speaking.
Thank you.